Here, take this art. Also, in very positive news, my AC is fixed. So it is a comfortable 60-ish degrees in here right now, which is very nice. Congrats on not dying. Bro, it was like really close there for a minute. I guess in here, it's probably warmer than that. I don't know where the little temperature sensor thing is hiding at right now. Here it is. All right, temperature sensor thing. How warm do you say that it is? It is 67.1 degrees in here by the streaming setup and 62.1 degrees in the actual bedroom. So much, 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 much better than 83 degrees. Actual technician or contraband Freon? Actual technician. Because like, I didn't want to assume that I was correct and then something up. Ogres need their caves to be cool. That's very true. And because it's my electricity bill and I'll pay it if I want to. It's a spicy closet. It is a very spicy closet. Yeah, so it was a couple $100 to get it fixed, and hopefully it's just good to go. I even asked the guy, I was like, hey, should we check for leaks? And he's like, no, if you pulled vacuum on it when you installed it, it's fine. Super nice guy. He showed up a little bit earlier than I was expecting him. So if you can imagine, like half awake, clicking through training bees. Luckily, I had just gotten up from my computer and was like going to the bathroom, and I heard like, the guy showed up at like 9:30 and the appointment was like anytime between 10 and 12, which I'm not complaining about him being early. It's just like I had planned on throwing everything that was kind of scattered around the room onto my bed. And so he shows up and my room is just like a disaster. Bro, also, and if AC guy, if you watch this, I'm not being negative, I promise. You're a super nice guy, but since I'm saying this, streaming very obviously came up. It was kind of unavoidable. And so we ended up chatting, and I gave the guy my channel information. I gave him a sticker and I was like, hey, there's a QR code on the back if you want to check it out. Which sticker? One of the more normal ones. I gave him the sploot sticker, so one of the more normal stickers. Why not, you know? But what I didn't expect is the motherfucker to pull up my channel trailer and watch it. Oh my God, dude. Listen, I own my cringe. That's fine. And he even was like, oh, it's nothing to even be embarrassed about. And I was like, I'm not. It's just like, it hits different when... you know, like when I walk into a LAN party, a group of friends are there and somebody starts quoting my soundboard. It's not that I'm like, oh God, I'm cringing so hard. It's just a very weird feeling. It's not like regret. It's not like exactly cringe. It's not quite right. But when you don't know the person, when you don't know how they're going to react to Dick or Dicks is fine. And you're just like, hello, random professional who's looking at my private life. Man, I'm telling you, like a minute into being in my bedroom. Crazy statement, I know. The dude had noticed the OG Xbox and all of the other nerdy shit, and we were already talking about gaming and stuff like that. What reaction did I want for Dicks? I just didn't want the guy to be like, that's against God, and then like freak out or something, you know? Like you just never know. Listen, it was fine. It landed. Dicks! Thank you for the dicks. He was entertained, and then, you know, the jokes devolved from there, all right? When 15 minutes later, the guy is joking about wondering if there's an OnlyFans link on your card, like, it's okay. The situation has stabilized. But still, in that moment, when you don't know, and you hear the trailer start to play, you're just like, oh, fuck. All right, chat, I'm gonna be brutally honest and open about what happened earlier, okay? I mentioned that the dude was early, right? And I had planned on tossing a bunch of stuff in my room onto my bed because I want to get my room set up to work remotely in. But basically when I got back, my AC broke and I stopped working on organizing and setting up my room. But this dude shows up like 20 minutes early. I almost miss him knocking because he's just like tapping on the door. I go let him in. I have to put pants on. I didn't have pants on. I don't have pants on right now. Listen, there's many perks to being a VTuber. Not having pants on is one of them. I put on pants. I let the dude into the house. I show him to my room. And you know how every time streamers have room reviews, somebody, in fact, many people submit pictures and there's just like very obvious lube in the picture. And it's like, brother, the lube is next to the tissue box. Like, you could put that shit away before you take the picture to send the picture to Sea-Dog to have your room reviewed. You did shit on that in my room? Yes, I did. And then my dumbass just leads the AC technician in my room, and there is a giant bottle of lube sitting on the desk that's right underneath the air conditioner. And I'm just like, I saw it as I'm walking into my room. So like, as he's walking in behind me, I just pick up this bottle and toss it across the room into my bed. Not like it really matters, because I'm sure this dude has seen all sorts of stuff. But like, I'm not talking like 8-ounce bottle of lube. I'm talking like 32-ounce bottle of lube with a fucking like pump top. And I'm like, brother doesn't need to see that at 9:30 in the morning. He just doesn't. So I'm just gonna toss this shit across the room. It's here from last night, okay? Dude, no, I have no excuse. I don't even know why it was there. Like, normally it's not on that desk. Like, that desk is very new to my room. I think it was on my bed and I was annoyed and just like, it needed to go anywhere else. So it ended up there. But yeah, so that was my starting interaction with the AC technician, and it all went downhill from there. And I know that motherfucker was looking around the room, because not a minute later, he was like, hey, is that an original Xbox? And I'm like, the original Xbox that's 4 feet away from where I threw the lube? Yep, that's an original Xbox.